truth as being like one of these gaps missing. That's really interesting. Thanks a lot, Anna, for sharing this experience with us. Now I would like to turn to Dmytro Bilash. Dmytro, you're a Ukrainian tech entrepreneur, also an expert in artificial intelligence. As a response to Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, you co-founded OSavul, a tech company that develops AI-powered software to counter disinformation. And our understanding is that currently OSavul's software platform is being used actually by government institutions to analyze Russian information operations and counter them. What can you tell us about your work, and how are you using artificial intelligence specifically to counter disinformation?
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here, and maybe I will start my short conversation with you from big thanks from all Ukrainians to United Europe for the support you provide to us. We're really grateful, and we value that you not only talk about protecting democracy, but you also do this. And I think it's very important to see and vision right now. In OSavul, we develop technologies that is used by institutions to analyze, reveal disinformation, and build a proper response to this. Every day in my life, I work with the new information operations launched by hostile actors like Russia. But not only, because this is a technology that is currently exploited a lot by many groups, governmental and non-governmental as well. And unfortunately, as Ukrainians, we gained probably the most experience in the world countering disinformation, because in the last half a year, we envisioned more than 300 attacks. This is only what we saw. You can imagine the scale, right? So, talking about AI, we need to understand that, first of all, the reality is the following. AI is already used by hostile actors to spread and produce this information. It's already there. I can really bet if you read your Twitter today about some political stuff, you probably saw some fake comments generated by AI that looks extremely natural in any language. So the cost of production of the content, even a visual one. Maybe you saw news about fake photo of explosion in Pentagon that looks like real and cause disruption in the stock markets. And following the text content, which is even easier to replicate in any language. So AI is already there on a hostile side. So the question is how we as defenders apply AI to protect our societies, right? And this is a tough question, because usually you cannot apply totally the same approach to attack and to defend. And you need to find another way to protect your society from such a threat. If you took an analogy with a virus, let's say, in cybersecurity, I can attack you with a virus, but I cannot protect myself with the same technology. I need to have something else. And usually developing protection tools, especially using AI, is much more complicated and creative process. I don't think that there is a clear answer right now, like, silver bullet, but I can share with you Ukrainian experience, how we build it and what we do. So, countering disinformation, even with AI, consists of two parts. The first part is analytical part. Another part, it's a response part. Usually it's either like political, sanctions, you name it, or mostly communication, strategic communications. The second part is mostly done by human, because you need to have a good speaker who will come, say, explain, right? But the first part, which is analytical one, can be done by machine. And this is the place where you can apply AI. How we do this? We have AI models to measure narratives and track them. If you have an idea that can spread in many words, that can spread in many sentences and types, but you still want to measure how this idea is sharing, is disseminating, you need an AI which is able to read the content and kind of understand that this piece of content shares a certain idea. Then, if you found an idea that looks interesting to you, you want to understand who is spreading this. Is this a real people? Is it bots? Is it a coordinated group? Or it's a genuine intention of your citizens to share this information? Depending on this knowledge, your response can be different. And then you also need to find a proper way to disseminate this information, to understand who are the right people to share it with, who is the right group to share it with. So this network analysis can be also done by AI. So typically, we apply AI on the analytical part to make response of the teams faster. So early detection and like early analysis of narratives, and more efficient. So this is how we built it in Ukraine. I think we do it pretty effectively, and I think that in nowadays the communication part, it's a vital part of any kind of security measures. So it's not only about like right now like engaging with voters or like building a trust in society. It's about security, because each war happens on an informational level. We see it in Ukraine, and to be secure, you need to be secure on a like kinetic level, right? On a political one, and right now there is a more level, informational one. I think as Ukrainians we can share our experience and in a certain way pay it back. Hopefully we can share this experience today with you all together. Thank you.
Thank you very much.